guys, I'm back with another video, and this one's about this method I learned at school. I got a Chabot College in Hayward. Planning to transfer to an art college, but for now I'm just doing general crap over there. But yeah, anyways, I learned this in one of my art classes that I had. It's how to transfer an image that you trace with tracing paper, how to transfer it like a stamp to something else, like a canvas or paper. But anyways, I did it again. I'm showing you how to transfer it to just paper and how that process is, and let's take a look at that. First off, of course, you're going to need tracing paper. Doesn't matter. And you're going to need printer paper or whatever you're transferring it to, whatever kind of paper. And of course, pencils. I would say a lead pencil and a darker pencil, like one of those sketching ones, and an eraser. Then, every artist might want to get one of these. I just made my own. It's just a folder somewhere I keep like images I print out or I find in magazines and stuff like that. So you can see I have a Wolf, I have Jensen Ackles and Tyler and stuff like that. But yeah, they come in handy in case you ever just want to draw something you don't know what to draw, or if you need to do something like this, like how I'm going to use in this demonstration. I'm going to be tracing 2 images that I find in this folder. I decided to go with for Jessica Alba and Jensen Ackles, since Jessica's face is more smaller and Jensen's is more up close, so that way you can get an idea on like what you can do with this. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is, of course, you want to trace what you want to trace, but on this demonstration I didn't use masking tape, but I would use masking tape to keep the thing down. But anyways, yeah, you just trace all the stuff that you want. It could be basic line work or more detailed, but I would say basic line work would be easier if you're going to transfer it to like a painting, because then you can just detail everything in and stuff like that. So what I'm doing here is just tracing basic line work for Jessica's face. And as you can see, there it is, but I forgot the eye, so I'll just draw that in. And that's what it looked like against the paper. So now, what you're going to want to do is get a blank piece of paper, and whatever side you don't care, like you don't care if it's ugly or whatever, then flip over the tracing paper and tape it down or just hold it still and trace the back side of that tracing paper you did the trace on. So that way, you'll see what we're going to do with that. Then once you're done with that, you flip it over back on the piece of paper that you do want to use, and you trace the front again. What this is going to do is going to transfer like a stamp. It's going to stamp the pencil onto the paper. Then after that, you could detail it, do whatever you're going to do with it. Like what I'm doing here, I'm just making the line work a little better. And as you can see, I got Jessica Alba. And next up, I'm going to do Jensen Ackles' face, since it's more close up than the Jessica one. So I'm just doing the same thing here. I'm not going to trace everything. I'm just going to trace like the face, some of the face, and maybe like the hairline. But yeah, and then basically do the same process. Flip it over on something you don't care about, trace the back, and then flip it over on the part you care about, and trace the front again, so that way you'll stamp it. And as you can see, once I take it off, the line works there. And then you just make it darker and detail it however you want. So basically it's just like a pencil stamper. Pencil stamper. And then there you have it. You can do that, which is pretty cool. And of course people might find it as like, oh, that's cheating, blah, blah, blah. Well, that's why I would say do basic traces instead of really detailed ones, because then you can fill in the details yourself, like what color and all that crap, or black and white. But anyway, see, you could use the stamp again. You don't have to just use it once. I mean, after a certain amount of time, it won't work anymore because it'll be traced too much. But see, I traced Jensen's eyes and his eyebrow, and it worked. And of course, you could make your own little doodles or trace your own drawings and stuff like that you come up with, and you could transfer them that way too. That way, if you want to use like something you drew, but you don't want to mess it up, you know, so you could just transfer it with the tracing paper and then like detail it with the drawing lines. Like basically the line work, you just make it look better, and then you can detail it on whatever you transferred it to. So that way you don't have to ruin the actual artwork that you drew on the other paper. In this case, for this little demonstration, I just doodled something random and it ended up being some kind of bird, I guess. So I'm going to call it a random bird. And yeah, so I'm just proving my point that you can transfer whatever you want. It could be a drawing, you can just trace an image that you see, or all that crap. Okay, and that's it for this video. I hope you guys found it helpful and you might actually take advantage of it and use it. And if you're not already, you can become a subscriber if you're interested in what I have to offer. And yeah, stay awesome, guys.